Question number 4. Suppression, prevention, and public education. Rank them in order of importance in the fire service and explain your reasoning.
Thank you.
Your time will begin now.
All right, so suppression, prevention, and public education. So I believe they're all important and they have their place in the fire service, but I'm going to order them in the rank of importance in the fire service. And I'm going to start with public education, prevention, and suppression as the last one. The reason I have this order, I will explain, but public education starts first. I think public education is the most important one because it's more of a proactive measure and it prevents from us being reactive or having fire department personnel have to respond in most cases. Public education involves us having to go speak to families, individuals, schools, or whatever it may be, and letting them know the dangers and what you can do in the case of a fire. So this is more of a preventive or proactive approach. It also changes behaviors and practices, and that I think that's number one. I think that's most important. In the case of a fire, we are able to tell the public what they should do in case of a fire, and it helps our job as firefighters because it prevents us from having to worry about the life safety aspect of a fire. Prevention, prevention is number two. Is along the same lines. Is also something that is proactive instead of reactive, and it involves things such as code enforcement and just the building components that help keep a fire structure or structure that's on fire more safer than it was previously. So prevention is big because we're doing what we're supposed to do, as especially with the fire marshal's division as a fire service to prevent us from having to actually save somebody in the worst case, especially with life safety once we arrive on scene. And the third one is suppression. Suppression is fire department actually responding and saving and putting out the fire, but this is more reactive. While fire department is going to do what we're supposed to do to ensure that we do our job and put out the fire and save lives, it's not as best as being proactive and preventing a fire in the first place or having people understand what they should do in the case of a fire. So that's why I have the rank I have as far as the importance in the fire service. Public education is first, prevention is second, and suppression is third. More reactive, although the fire department will do what we have to do. We have a good fire department. We show up. We have personnel that are properly trained and equipped with the resources we need to do our job. But nothing beats being able to not having to respond to a fire in the first place or making sure that the public knows what to do in case of a fire. So that's how I rank that, and that's why I rank it that way. Um, as a fire captain, that's why I think that's the importance is at that point.
Time is ended.